I watch y'all coming here for years, cause you shot somebody. Now your life is shot. You gonna pick that phone up one day, and that girl gonna be done dumped you and raise your child with another man. Or maybe your mama or your grandmama dies. Cause ain't nothing you can do about it. You got 15 to 20 years, state or fed time. Real talk. Don't lose your head, use your head, man. Gun crime, max time.
We Tennesseans all have a choice to make in our fight against COVID-19.
I choose to enjoy live music.
I choose to cheer on my team.
I choose to go out.
I choose to stay healthy.
I choose to celebrate with my family.
The choice is simple. Choose to live your life and choose to live responsibly. Face it, masks fight COVID-19.
It's not about challenging times
or new normals.
It's about staying true to what matters most.
And we're more committed than ever to your health.
Your safety has always been our top priority.
Times may have changed,
but they haven't changed who we are.
We're here for you every single day.
This pandemic has hit us hard, but Tennesseans don't stay down for long. We're known for our resilience, and we refuse to back down from a challenge. This challenge is no different. You might be out of work, but there's an opportunity waiting for you. We need you to roll up your sleeves and join our workforce. Right now, thousands of jobs are ready to be filled. Find them at jobsfortn.gov. Let's get to work, Tennessee.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
Really good try.
There aren't any cops around.
Didn't think there were any cops around.
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I need you to get out, okay? Rub your hands, Brittany. You are right now?
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, here to explain the Tennessee Hands-Free Law, which is a new state law effective July 1st, 2019. In Public Chapter 412, it makes it illegal for a driver to hold a cell phone or a mobile device with any part of their body, to write, send, or read any text-based communication, to reach for a cell phone or mobile device in a manner that requires the driver to no longer be in a seated driving position or properly restrained by a seatbelt, to watch a video or a movie on a cell phone or a mobile device, and to record or broadcast video on a cell phone or mobile device. So, can I still talk on my cell phone while driving? Yes. A driver is permitted to use an earpiece, headphone device, or a device worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication. The driver may use one button on a cell phone or mobile device to initiate or terminate voice communication, and voice-based communication may also be used to send a text message. Learn more at handsfreetn.com.
And good morning again, and welcome to Talk Back Live in the morning. It is now 11:08, 8 minutes past the hour of 11 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good morning to you on a Saturday morning. Yes, a lovely, wonderful Saturday morning, and starting your day off at 84 degrees under a mostly fair sky, partly cloudy sky, that is. A beautiful day to start your day, and I tell you what, we have a great show lined up for you today. Hot topics of discussion, news that you could use, local, national, international. And the number to call is 901-213-6020. Again, the number to call is 901-213-6020. And hey, I tell you what, we've got some hot topics to talk about today. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, and all those other places. And good morning, Josh. Good morning, Frankie.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning, everybody out there listening, watching, tuning in, wherever you may be, however you may be checking us out this Saturday morning. Another great show we got lined up for y'all today. And like Bob said, man, we got some really cool stuff and some interesting things to talk about. As y'all are already, some of y'all already seen with my post a little bit earlier this morning. So we're going to get into some of those things as well as some things that I didn't talk about. So y'all stay tuned, man. We're going to have some very fun and interesting conversations today. Also, if you want to join in, there's multiple ways. You can see the comments already strolling through on social media. You can hit us up. We're live currently broadcasting on Facebook, Talk Back Live with Bob and Josh Facebook page. Also YouTube, youtube.com, Talkback Live Network. On YouTube, you can subscribe to that channel as well. Also Twitter at Talkback Live, aka Periscope, with streaming live on there as well. So you can watch and listen on all those platforms, and you'll be glad that you did. Also, those of you that are in right now, if you haven't done it already, I see some have already done so. Go ahead and hit the like button. It's very important for the live streaming and the things that we do for the algorithm. Hit that live button, hit that like button, that is. So, and do that. Also hit the share button as well. Everybody that's on right now, go ahead and do that right off the bat. It is greatly appreciated as well. So, Bob, without any further ado, let's get it on.
All right, let's get it on. And with our hot topic, here we go. And in the headlines today, we've got well, you know, the old talk is still going around, and it's about children. Some people say chillins, but it's children. Well, when you have children, you know, you have to spend money and take care of them, and some people stay together, some people leave, but the parents are leaving each other, but the kids are still needing someone to take care of them. Well, some money has to come from somewhere, and well, let's talk about it. Josh, the story we're going to talk about first this morning is, about child support.
Yes, sir.
You know, there's a lot of talk going on about child support. You know, mostly women are the ones that the judges and the courts always award the children, and then a whole bunch of money from the man to pay, or the men these days to pay, because one woman has 6 children, and each one of them have separate dads. That's the kind of stuff that's going on today. Not that that's a good thing. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But at any rate, you know, some women have children, so they can get all this money. So, and I don't know if that's a good thing. That's not a good thing, really.
No,
but
definitely not.
Some women think it's okay to have a bunch of children by different men and have all this money coming in. They won't have to work. They just sit back and get all of the money from the courts and from these different men. Well, Josh, what's going on with this story?
Well, man, a lot of y'all may have heard about this already. Y'all see the picture there, and it's been circulating around social media for the past week or so.
Yeah.
And so the situation is NBA player for the Charlotte Hornets, PJ Washington, has found himself in a situation. Now, he's been in a relationship with Brittany Renner, who's a IG model, as a lot of y'all may know, especially guys, to be honest with you, may know, fitness model, things of that nature, right?
Is that the girl picture on this thing here?
Yes.
She don't look like nothing to me. Okay, go ahead.
But she's been found as desirable by a lot of athletes and actors and hip hop artists, whatever you want to say, right? There's been rumors about her for years, linking up with different people. And, according to some folks, it's been her reputation. So anyway, PJ Washington developed a relationship with her. It seemed like they fell in love, got married, things of that nature. They started posting each other on social media. And a lot of people felt like, hey, this girl, said, known for sleeping around or whatever. She's finally found love with this basketball player. It seemed like getting a life together and things like that. So come to find out, she's pregnant. People are happy for him, all this stuff. They even took those paternity pictures, where the father and mother take pictures, holding the stomach and all that. All that was out there. So people are like, okay, this is going great. And then next thing you know, both of them are deleting pictures of each other. You don't see any pictures of them together anymore. Like all those pictures are gone from their social media. So usually when that happens, that is a sign that something has gone awry in a relationship.
Wow.
Then come to find out, according to reports, and you see it on the picture I've got up there, some people are saying that she secretly filed for divorce 2 weeks after giving birth to their child.
Why would she secretly file for divorce? I mean,
there's a lot of questions.
Secretly? Okay, anyway, go ahead.
No, you're right. Hey, that's a good question. So all that's happened, and then a lot of this is alleged, right? And according to
that shows you what kind of crook she is, first of all.
Yeah. If
get pregnant and then have a baby and then secretly file for divorce. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
So, and it's being circulated that he has to pay $200,000 a month in child support over the next 18 years. Now, I have heard that report disputed by different folks, so I don't know. But it's been circulated a lot online. So let's just go, if this is the case, right? Should he have to pay for this much for the child? Is this an unfair situation that he's been put in, or did he put himself in said situation? Should he have known better than to jump into this situation, or is he a victim in the whole thing?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he should have done his homework with this woman. I don't know. But, and
it's all about opinion, so it's not,
Yeah. But someone says there's a live video somewhere, Josh. Robert Lease.
I guess. Yeah, she says she's done a live video, I believe, on Instagram, stating that if you want to come up and get paid. Yeah, I heard about this. I was going to bring that up. If you want to come up and get paid, get pregnant by the apple. And her words, athletes are dumb. You can come up and get paid from them by getting pregnant. That's what she said. She did say that.
Wow. Okay, folks, what do you think about all of this? This woman's going around and having babies. We got a phone call coming. Hank, welcome to the show. Good morning on a Saturday.
Good morning, fellas. How are y'all today?
Good. How are you, sir?
What's up, Hank?
What's going on?
Oh, man, blessed and highly favored. But apparently better than old boy, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But Bob, this is very important. Josh, to answer your question, should he have to pay that kind of money? Technically, yes. Not do I want him to pay that kind of money? Of course not. But the idea of child support is for the system to work better for the child. If he comes home let's say the child lives with the father, but then all of a sudden he goes to a mother who probably makes maybe $30K a year or something like that, then that is not in the best interest of the child according to the child support laws. So yes, technically he should pay it, but on an emotional level, no, I don't think he should pay it.
Okay,
but
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, should he be rewarded, the child? What do you think? I mean, he's paying the most money here, but he's making the most money here. But I mean, she secretly filed for divorce, and why? What was the reason for filing for divorce? I mean, this is crazy, really. This type of thing. And if she done it that way, shouldn't the judge? I don't know, whoever the judge was in this case, whoever decided to give her a secret divorce or whatever, you know, shouldn't this be, you know, hey, give the child to the man, and if she can't afford him, you know, I mean, you know, so, you know, a lot of times women want to get the child, and the judges, the courts side on the side of the woman, but what for in a lot of cases? And but this lady here, man, I don't know. This is rotten.
I hate to admit it, but I have from the outside looking in, I've seen a lot of about her personality, and she is known for actually, like, you know, scamming men. You know, a lot of us younger guys like to use the term finesse now, but
yeah,
you know, the thing about it is that she has been open about this in the past. She made a video 2 years ago about the fact that she will take your money and take your hearts and your emotions, and yet you know this, and yet you will still come to me type thing. You know, she's like, I'm so gorgeous that I can still do that, even telling my game plan.
Yeah.
So this woman to me is evil.
Yeah.
Okay.
And really, to be honest with you, man, looking at this picture, if that's her, man, she look like a dump to me. I don't see what's so. I mean, God, man. I mean, you making all this money in the NBA.
She's above average at best.
I mean, couldn't you have found somebody else that looked a lot better than that? You know.
Yeah, she's got on so much makeup. You know, I mean, believe me, believe me, she may look like a 9 in that picture, but you remove that.
No, she don't look like a 9.
No.
Hank, you wrong, buddy. She don't look like a 9 in that picture at all. You know, you turn that 9 up, you turn that 9 upside down 3 times, and turn it upside down, make a 6 divided by 2.
Oh,
you
man.
know, that
man, you can't go that
I mean, she does
that's
not.
I mean, that's insane, Bob. But the one thing that I can have hope about is that there is this new culture now where there are many podcasts and, you know, internet platforms that are teaching men how to avoid women like this in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Look, I mean, you should need a podcast to learn how to avoid this. Look, I'm like this, you know.
Well, I mean, do you think he got what he deserved? I mean, he should have known. He should have done his homework on this woman. I mean, if he knew it and he walked into this relationship, then, man, you know, I don't know. He, you know, maybe he deserved to be, you know, taken for granted if he walked into this like a dummy.
Absolutely.
You know, this is crazy. I don't know.
But the men out there need protecting from this type of situation, though, guys.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, what can be done to keep this from happening? I almost wonder, it almost seems like the only way to stop this from happening is for the guy to just not have sex with the woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, do you remember? And you remember what I told you the other day? When you bring your seed into this, then the man no longer has the say in what's dictated in the situation. See? You know, he doesn't tell you go get an abortion. He doesn't tell you, your kid, I'm not going to raise this kid. She's the one who dictates the situation now.
Okay.
And you know, there are a lot of platforms out there, man. Like, after you get through listening to Bob and Josh, go listen to the Fresh and Fit podcast. They talk to young men about this, of how to prevent yourself from getting in these situations in the first place. And contrary to popular belief, Josh, there are a lot of younger dudes out there that do not understand these concepts.
No, I know that. That's definitely true. That's definitely true. So anybody that's willing to help, I guess that's a good thing, man. But Hank, man, I definitely appreciate your opinion on his thoughts, man. And is there anything else you got before you go?
Yeah, just gosh, fellas, y'all be careful out there, man. I mean, don't think that don't think that the flower doesn't have thorns on it. I mean,
absolutely,
a beautiful flower can have thorns. I promise you. So
yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
I won't hold y'all up anymore, man.
Especially roses.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, man. Thanks
for the call.
All right. All right, man.
All right. Should he be rewarded the child? I mean, should he, and then in any other case, should a man be rewarded or given the child if the woman can't pay child support? I mean, I don't
know if this is the case. I don't think she's broke either now. I mean, she ain't broke.
Well, I mean, if she's not broke, I mean, and then all of a sudden she secretly files a divorce, then the people that are rewarding her child support, from this guy, they should be investigated. There's something going on there.
But this is what happens, like all the time.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be that way, though.
I don't disagree.
It shouldn't be that way. That every time the wife wants to, then she did this underhanded. She secretly filed for a divorce, and then, now, and to be fair, I will put out that she said that's not true. That wasn't the way it happened. So who knows who's telling the truth in this situation? Now, according to him, again, PJ Washington, he says that he was fooled. That this whole thing was a lie, the whole relationship. Okay, wait a minute. Were they married when they?
Yeah.
When they start relationship with each other before the child was born?
I'm sure. Look, I'm sure they had sex before, but it seems like looking at the timeline,
they were married.
I don't know how long they were married though.
Yeah, okay.
That is a question, but nonetheless, they got married and it didn't last too long.
Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. You gotta be careful. Some of these women out there, and I'm not blaming women. I'm not blaming a man here either way. But the thing of the case of the matter is, in most cases, women seem to get the upper hand on children when children are born, and they get the divorce, and all of a sudden it's the man that's got to pay all of this. Why is the woman always getting the child? A lot of times these women don't deserve these children. They're I'm not going to say the word.
I understand
I'm not going to say that.
Before you go into it, let me get this comment here from Jet. He says, this is for those that scream equal rights. Let's see what he's got here. He says, male abortion should be an option.
Well, I disagree with that. I don't think it.
Well, no, I'm
wait.
I know that. But
I'm talking to Jet now.
What I'm saying is, before you finish, I understand the emotional side of things, but I don't even know what that means. Men can have an abortion, so I want to understand what he's trying to say.
Well, no, he said men should have the right to choose to say whether the child should be aborted or not. Not just the woman says, she wants to have an abortion.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, I mean, so. They just do it and then not even ask the man. The woman gets it only with her choice. But there's what I'm saying is there shouldn't be no abortion at all.
I know, but I don't understand what he means. So that's what I'm saying. I need to read. I don't get male abortion. I don't know what that means.
Read the rest of it.
Okay, it says male abortion should be an option. Then this type of stuff wouldn't happen. Male abortion in the sense like reducing oneself to something like that of a sperm donor. If women can have an abortion, even if the father doesn't want to, then a potential father should be able to abort all rights, connections, and responsibilities to that child, financially and otherwise, like a donor. That's why it was important to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because, of course, it's impossible for a man to have an abortion because he can't have a baby. So I knew it had to be some other context. What he means is a man should be able to abort his rights to be a father.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, not the baby, but to be a father to the baby.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Well,
which a lot of people feel, again, to his point, he feels that because in the climate right now, the way the laws are set up in a lot of places, a woman can have an abortion without the father consenting to it or
That's
not.
exactly what
So
I'm
what
saying.
he's saying on the flip side,
the man should have a right to say whether you do or whether you don't.
No, that's not what he's saying. He's saying a man should have a right to whether he wants to be the father to that child or not.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's totally different.
Okay. All right. If that's what you're saying, Jet, let us know.
And that's because it says right here, again, it's right here. If women can have an abortion, even if the father doesn't want, then a potential father should be able to abort all rights, connections, and responsibilities to that child, financially and otherwise. So what do you think about that? Meaning, yeah, he's technically and literally the father, but he should be able to say, I don't want to be the father. I don't want any connection to this or responsibility. I don't want to have to pay for this child that I helped conceive into the world.
Yeah, but for you to say, I don't want to have any right to be the father. I mean, that's your seed, man.
Basically saying like the father should be able to say, you can't get child support from me.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, that's your seed, brother. I mean, you got down and both of y'all got together, however you did it, and y'all did y'all thing and inspired each other, and you was a part of it too. So, you did it. You put the seed in her. If it wasn't for the seed, if you don't plant the seed in the ground, you ain't getting no harvest. So you put the seed in, and you produced a harvest, and you don't have the right to say whether you to take a right for abortion or whatever the case is here. No, that's your child. You did it. Talk about your rights. No,
well,
you planted that seed, man. I don't look. The woman here is crooked. Yes, this is evil what she did, but yet at the same time, folks, you can't just blame this woman. This man got down with this woman. That's right. They both were inspired to get together and do what they did.
Cobain says Bishop Bobby said y'all inspired each other.
That's just what they did. I mean, come on.
I ain't never heard it put that way.
Yeah, but it was
some inspiration.
So don't just blame the woman on this. I mean, they both did this. So I mean, hey, for him to just talk about it, he has a right to deny something or what was it?
No, all rights, connections, and responsibilities.
No, you don't have no right to deny any responsibility at all. You take care of your child, man. You did it. You hit whatever it cost you. You got into this.
Well, let's look at it.
Even though this woman may be crooked and she's taking you for all the money that you got, man, you shouldn't have never got into it.
But here's the thing, to Jet's point, I ain't saying I agree with it, but to his point, look, if let's say, maybe this type of thing can keep men from getting fleeced.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people felt, PJ's getting fleeced $200,000 for the next 18 years, allegedly. I'm putting that out there. That's allegedly what's the situation is.
Well, he's only getting taken that way because of who he is and how much money he's getting.
But he ain't even a superstar.
If he wasn't making,
he making like $3 million a year.
I know it, but if he wasn't making but $50,000 a year, he wouldn't get that much taken out of it for the child. It all depends on how much he makes. But they only taking that out, and she's getting that much money because he's making $2-3 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only reason.
Child? I mean, they do that to athletes.
What other child around here do you think is that you're getting $200,000 a year? Come on, every child don't get that. I mean, but he should have never got involved. Now, it is very important, folks, that you know who you're getting married to, who you're in a relationship with, and you've got to watch these people, man. I mean, he should have investigated that. If he didn't know, hey, I mean, he should have known what this woman was all about. Did he know?
Well, I mean, I would assume, I don't know though, but she wrote a whole book about her exploits with with athletes and actors and hip hop artists and stuff.
Well, he should have read the book.
She literally wrote a book that I think it was a bestseller on about that. So look,
Greg said $200,000 a month or $200,000 a year. Is it $200,000 a year? I don't think it's $200,000 a month, Greg.
Look, that would be impossible. Yeah, that's look. I'm reading here. It says $200,000 a month. It says in the story.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense. Now, I mean,
is that what the story says?
That's what this Facebook article says.
Oh,
now,
well,
again, look. Now that's trying to break.
That's got to be an error.
This might be.
If that's not an error, man. I mean, come on now. That's a ripoff.
This may be broke.
That's a rich prostitute.
Well, look, it's probably that way anyway.
Yeah, well.
But regardless.
She's a very rich prostitute. That's all she is. But anyway.
But I'm saying, man, look.
Yeah.
If you only make it $3 million a year, that's your whole salary.
Yeah, that's it.
That's probably more.
That's it, man. I mean, you know.
Because, okay, here it is. He just signed a 3-year, $12 million contract.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an annual salary of $4.2 a year. So, you know, okay.
So, hey, $200,000 a month or $200,000 a year, it doesn't matter. That's a lot of money. And to be hooked up with some old woman like this, you ought to know. You need to know who these people are you're dealing with. I mean,
and Greg said if that's the case, it's $2.4 million a year.
That's a lot of money
in child support.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Now, some of these athletes, again, I know people think that's crazy, but and it is crazy. But some of these athletes do get caught in situations like that.
Well, anyway, what do you think? Should he be rewarded the child? I mean, you know, hey, is it life really that bad that they have to give the child a baby to the woman? And if they already know what this woman's life is all about, she's been laying with athletes, sleeping with them, and all this kind of thing. Was she having other babies by other athletes?
Nah, it wasn't no other babies.
All right.
I guess it was protected.
At least she was out there, you know, dipping around and other athletes and all this other kind of stuff, doing the wrong thing. You know, there ought to be some type of punishment for her for doing this. Not trying to punish the child. I mean, you know,
that is a good question.
She should not be able to get that kind of money.
And just get away with it.
And just get away with it, knowing her reputation. And, you know, and the other thing is, you know, hey, he should have known her reputation.
That's what I'm saying.
If he knew her reputation, he shouldn't have got involved with that woman.
That situation.
Yeah. That woman.
Yeah.
He should never got involved with her. You know. That's the thing.
But sometimes, you know, it's just the eye. You gotta have, you know, what you see.
Yeah.
You know.
Should she pay child support? Well, if she's making good money and you know, she's the type of woman she is, you know, hey, why give her the child?
Let me throw this at y'all. Now, here's another thing to consider. When they met, right? And this is something we didn't bring up earlier. They met at Kentucky games.
Kentucky what?
Yeah, Kentucky, the University of Kentucky.
Oh, they met at the University of Kentucky, yeah.
Now, of course, she wasn't, you know, she's much older than him. She's 29, he's 22.
Wow.
So she met him.
I mean, that's not that.
Yeah, that's not crazy.
That's not crazy old now. No.
Not, you know. It's
for a woman,
it's
that older than a man. To a woman that older than a man, sometimes people look at it as crazy. But for a man that older than a woman, that's not you know.
Well, you mean in reverse. I think you meant the opposite. But
well, no. I'm talking about for a man to be 29 and a woman 22. That's regular. I mean, that's normal. People look at that as normal. For a woman,
so?
for a woman to be 29, a man 22.
Yeah.
Oh no. She's grandma. No. No.
Well, hey.
Yeah.
Greg says she should not be getting that much in child support, whether it's $200K or a year or a month. He says it's ridiculous regardless. So
yeah,
there's that.
901-213-6020 is the number to call. What do you think? Should this woman be paid child support? This much money for child support by tricking this man? And people probably know what she was all about. Even the courts probably knew what she was all about. And if they didn't, he should have made it known. Somebody should have made it known or argued the case or something, you know. And
well, he tried to turn her into a housewife, man. He felt he was the one that could change her life.
You can't turn no woman like that into a housewife.
A hoe into a housewife.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't turn nobody like that to a housewife. You know, a house. Well,
okay.
Yeah, you put her in the outhouse.
Oh man, see.
Yeah,
see,
no.
they
I mean, you know, she need a place to stay. You know, acting like that. You know, I'm not saying people should be, but I'm not this woman the way she's acting. Put her in the outhouse. You know, going around taking advantage of men, especially young men. But you know, he making all that money and then he's throwing it around and probably thinking, well, I make this money, I can have whoever I want. Man, you better be careful. Just because you make a lot of money don't mean you can go around and just pick up on anybody. You better be careful these days who you're messing with. He that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor with the Lord. There was no favor with God with this woman, with this heifer.
Well, like they got married, so I guess he thought
it wasn't no favor with God. I know that. he having all kinds of problems with this woman. Yeah,
it don't look like favor right now.
She's your rich prostitute. Why did she file for divorce in the first place? After,
well, I mean, the only way you can get the money is, you know.
I mean, but you know that goes to show you she was not in love with him. They were not. I mean, can't you? I mean, shouldn't he have felt something being in a relationship with this woman? Shouldn't he have felt that, man, is this relationship real? Or shouldn't you have felt vibes or something that, you know, she's not really into you or you know, or something when you hug her or, you know, and when they were married or whatever they were doing? I mean, shouldn't he have known that something wasn't right?
There's a little
I mean, you know, you didn't feel, I mean, come on, you should be able to feel something, you know. I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, you should be able to feel the love.
The passion.
Yeah, the real passion.
Yeah.
Not lust.
Yeah.
I'm talking about real love, the passion from a person that, you know, when you know, it's, but
in that type of situation. Yeah.
But he should have felt either the real thing or he should have felt this woman's been run off with his paycheck.
He couldn't sense it, man. Greg says the NBA does indeed have rookie symposiums that cover these type of situations. He says, well, how not to get yourself in these situations. Also to stay in control of their lives by being very aware of the company they keep, et cetera, et cetera. So I guess he didn't listen to that class.
Yeah, or he didn't attend. I think you have to voluntarily attend. I don't think they're going to make you attend something that you don't want to go, you know, to make yourself better. I don't know. I don't think so.
Greg says at 21, 22 years old, there's only one feeling that matters at that age.
Yeah, well, I still say the man 29, the woman 22, but not the woman 29 and the man 22. That's backwards. You know, some people say, well, it's all right for an older woman to marry a younger. No, it's all right. I think it'll work.
If a man can do it, a woman can do it. Right?
Yeah, if it's real love there, I guess. I don't know, but I don't think it's no real love in an old woman marrying marrying a younger man. In most cases, I don't think that happens. I mean, you know, I mean, if that's what you do, that's what you like. I mean, in some cases, I think it does happen. But in most cases, no. Most cases, I'm talking about that older. Now, I think a woman can be 25, 26, and the man 22. I can put up with that. Yeah, you know, or something like that. But to be 29 and you know, he's 22, you know, that was clearly
and
somebody taking advantage of somebody there.
She met him when he was about 17 or 18.
Okay.
As a freshman at Kentucky.
Yeah.
So, and she was in her 20s.
Yeah. Well, she saw something. She saw money. She saw his
She saw his potential
yeah.
of what he could be.
Yeah.
And wanted to get to marry him.
Yeah, John Calipari is responsible for this. He's head for basketball coach still at Kentucky, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was coaching this guy then. But anyway, folks, it goes.
Well, he was also coached by Penny now.
Was he?
Team Penny AAU back in the day. That's back when he was like in high school.
Oh, he was here in Memphis.
Well, no, he wasn't in Memphis, but he was coaching, the summer AAU circuit, the team that travel.
Mm-hmm.
He played with the Lawson boys also. So.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So, okay. All right. Well, man, my heart goes out to him. And, man, I guess, I don't know. He's making good money now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if the money's going and taking care of the kids, I don't have a problem with it. But, man, that much money for her to, to do what she did secretly, divorce him, the way she did it, I don't know. The way she did that, the court should have just awarded the children to the man. He should have awarded the children to the man. I mean, he wasn't the one that initiated this. He wasn't the one that wanted to break up the family, and she was the one that went and secretly got a divorce. So this just took the kids right out of his life. That should not be allowed. That should not be allowed. I don't know who's making these rules these days, and these judging. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I'm talking something I don't know anything about there. If y'all think I'm talking crazy, put on there crazy in a statement.
Well, Greg, getting back to the grills.
Yeah.
So shout out to Greg.
Yeah. Get back to the grill, fellas.
All right. Frankie says, wow, she said what women should do, and she did it. He fell for the okie doke. I'm sure he had family and friends who warned him, but he didn't listen. So that's it. Now, real quick.
What is Greg barbecuing? What is he on the grill?
Yeah, if you're still there, Greg, let us
what
know.
do you got on the grill, Greg? I mean, throw us a sandwich over here or something.
Yeah, if you're still there, let us know. But real quick, I know it's another topic I want to get to because it's to your point.
Yeah.
About older and younger.
Yeah.
Except this is on the flip side. So now, if y'all still want to comment on this, you can. You want to call or comment on this we talked about, you can still do so. But we do got another topic.
Vicky said he made his bed uncomfortable.
Yeah, well,
yeah, you're right. He made the bed, Vicky. I don't.
No, I'm saying I'm sure it was comfortable at the time, but it ain't no more.
No, it wasn't comfortable. He thought it was.
Well, he thought it was.
He thought it was. It wasn't no. But anyway.
All right. Hey,
yes, he did.
Next thing.
Yeah.
Next thing. So here's the time, and Bob, you know about this too.
Yeah.
So if you want to introduce it, you want me to do it, I can jump right into
go ahead.
So,
husband or grandpa? I mean, we're talking about ages here today.
Yeah.
Folks. I mean, come on.
Ages and relationships.
Oh, look at this picture. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. If you can't see it before, let me explain it to you. There's an older white man, and he looks like Joe Lieberman. You remember Senator Joe Lieberman? Yeah, him. He looks like him. I mean, almost, twins. They could be twins. Oh, two peas in a pot.
Yeah.
And he's married to this young black lady in her, I don't know, mid to early 30s.
I don't think early 30s, but I think late 30s.
Well, maybe.
Looking at her, and me and Bob were disagreeing about this before the show.
Maybe she's in her mid to late 30s. Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this guy looks, he looks just like Joe Lieberman. I mean, and I met Joe Lieberman before too, by the way.
Yeah.
But anyway, that guy looks like, you know what Joe Lieberman looks like. Man, I mean, this guy is old. But, he's smiling. He's happy.
Yeah, so here's the thing. They're allegedly in a relationship. So y'all check this out. I got the video on it. I'm going to go right into it. And y'all let me know what you think about this. We'll be right back.
He's my husband, not my grandpa. Take a listen.
There are exactly 40 and a half years between us.
40 and a half years?
Between this. Okay.
Okay, let's let it play.
There are exactly 40 and a half years between us.
The first night we went out and we had dinner, I asked Leslie, do you know how old I am?
I consider him my soulmate, 100%. We mostly get the grandpa statements, regarding him, like, oh, why are you with that old guy or old man? Every once in a while I've gotten, oh, you must be with him for his money, or the kind of gold digger references. So that can be annoying. Oh, hi, Mom.
Initially, I didn't know how old he was. And when I found out he was 40 years older, I told her we needed to have a talk.
This is 34-year-old Leslie. She fell in love with 74-year-old Vince.
We met
In Chicago at a
old was
place
she?
called Gibson's
34.
while I was singing and the beautiful lady was playing piano.
Did you give me a kiss this morning?
Oh, come here, sweetie. Oh.
Vince said, I would love to take you out on a date. Would you like to go out with me?
The first night we went out and we had dinner, I asked Leslie, do you know how old I am? Because it felt a little awkward. But she was comfortable and I got comfortable. I asked Leslie to marry me about a year after we met.
We've been together for almost 8 years and married for 5 years.
All right there, cutie.
When we're out and about, a lot of raised eyebrows or just like, you're a different couple. We mostly get the grandpa statements, regarding him, like, oh, why are you with that old guy or old man? Every once in a while I've gotten, oh, you must be with him for his money, or the kind of gold digger references. So that can be annoying. Honestly, I have to say that in the very beginning when I was dating him, I was a little embarrassed. I was more sensitive to the grandpa statements. Within a year of us dating, I was just like, screw them. I didn't really care anymore.
It's like, water off a duck's back, It's like, yeah, I've heard it already. Most of my friends are jealous. A lot of people don't know this, but I actually married a pageant queen. Why don't we see if we can find her crown?
So this is the sash for Mrs. Pasadena, the title that I held and accomplished in 2019.
Well, there's that. So, and I know they're going to her pageant history and all that stuff. But what do y'all think about this, man? Bob, what do you think? I know you were just watching and looking, but what do you think? Give me your thoughts.
I don't know.
Give me your opinion. I need to know. Is this right or wrong? Is this illegal? Is this possible?
Man, that is, 34, she's 34, he's 74. That's 40 years difference.
Yeah, straight up.
But she says he's not my grandpa. He is her, husband or whatever it is?
Husband, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Husband. Well, as long as they're married, I guess, is it legal to marry? And if he's not married to someone else and she's not married to someone else, and they decide they want to do it. But the mother of the girl said we have to have a talk. Seems like to me she wasn't in agreement with what went on or what was about to happen, what was happening. But like I guess some people fall in love at different ages, and some people say, well, she married him for her money. I mean, he probably married her for her body. I mean, you could say that too. So, why didn't, what's the difference? Somebody said, well, money and body is two different things. Well, I mean,
I guess it depends on the person.
If you can say she married him for his money, and then, well, if you say he married her for her body, what's the difference? I mean, so they both may be getting something here, as long as they're in love with each other and they feel that this is the right thing to do, and they're doing it. At least they're not shacking up.
Yeah.
At least they decide to marry each other and do it the right way, and all this other kind of stuff. You got women out here now that are all shacking up and letting men come in and all kinds of the night and doing all kinds of things. And then when he leaves, then 2 hours later, or 3 hours or 4 hours later, another man comes in. So some of these women are making appointments to see guys at different times, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, but it's better to be married.
You're not wrong though. You ain't wrong
It's
at all.
better to be married than to burn.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul talked about that in Corinthians. He's better to be married than to burn. What does he mean? Than to burn or suffer with passion that you cannot control. Just burning in you, and you just got to do something.
You gotta have it. Yeah.
Don't burn. If you love someone, go ahead and get married and stop the shacking up and the ungodly sex and all that other kind of stuff. If you're not married, then there's no reason to go around and just have sex and you're not married to the person. Well, I mean, what good is it gonna do? Later on, if the guy or the girl say, I don't want to be with you no more. I mean, now, you use now, like a used automobile. I mean, come on. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You don't want to make yourself you don't want to do something, just throw yourself around like you're useless and that you're a nobody. I mean, but anyway.
Yeah. So as far as this though, it's an interesting visual.
Did I give my answer?
I don't know.
Well,
we talked about a lot of stuff.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So you basically said it's okay. Hey, you don't see a problem with it as long as they're happy and all that.
It's a big difference, but I wouldn't recommend. I don't know. If you're in love and
40 years, man, that's pretty wild.
Wow.
Now,
maybe there wasn't anybody else that she fell in love with, or she saw that was worthy. I don't know.
Real quick, but Vicky says, I put up on the screen earlier. She says, "Who cares what they say? Love is love.
Love is love."
She also said, "Whatever makes her happy." He married her, so there it is. And also, she just put this up. She said, "Well, the younger generation don't want a man. They prefer to shack up." Shaking my head. She said.
Yeah, that is sad. That is sad. So, I mean, well,
the thing is, look, people don't feel like getting married is what they said, a ball and chain. They don't want to be chained down.
Ball and chain.
Yeah, chain. Like slavery.
No, it ain't. I mean,
that's what I'm just saying. People use that old expression. Yeah, that's an old expression.
Well, if it's a ball and chain, you need to be hooked. Both of you hooked to the ball and chain. But then all marriage is where it's at. When God made them male and female for this cause, shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his woman? No, it didn't. It said wife. And they two shall be one flesh. There are no more two, but one flesh. What God has joined together, let not man put asunder. What does he mean, what God is joined together? He ain't talking about who God has joined together. Some people say, who God joined you with? Who God got for you? Who God got? Some of these people think God got him. My husband is on the other side of the world. God ain't got, no. If a man finds a wife, if a man finds a wife, finds a good thing. He finds one.
Yeah.
But whatsoever God has joined together, let not man. He's talking about the institution of marriage.
Yeah.
That's what God joined together. What the marriage institute, where two people come together and they marry in in matrimony, come together and marry. And they're no longer two, but all of a sudden they become one flesh. Now, these people decided that, hey, they're the two for each other, and they did the right thing. They got married. So, hey, maybe you may disagree with the age or whatever the case may be, but they did it the right way. They did it the right way. And, some people may say, hey, like I think this guy said it, didn't it? Some of his people are jealous. It's friends.
Yeah, because he got a good looking wife.
Yeah,
I'm sure his wife looked better than theirs. And that's not a knock on
some of these guys are 74 and married to somebody that's 74.
Yeah,
and
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. But you can't be jealous of a 74-year-old man that's married to a 34-year-old woman. You know, for what reason? I mean, you know,
Look.
just because you tired of looking at that other 74-year-old person laying next to you. I mean, you know, no, that shouldn't be the case.
Because y'all look the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that you love each other. That's what you chose. That's what you decided to do.
And now look, Vicky says she gets hit on by more married men than single men. She said the devil is a lie.
I know that's right. Yeah. So, you know,
and I've seen that places I've worked in the past. These married men be out here.
Yeah. So I mean, so what? Okay, so what do you think is going on there, Vicky? What is the problem? Frankie, or
they're trying to explore,
or anybody? What do you think is the problem when men hit on married? I mean, married woman, another woman, whatever the case may be, married men, or married women hit on other single men. Does that ever happen much?
Yeah.
You know, so. But no, I mean, you know, if you decide to, you know, marry, at least you're doing it the way God created for it to be. One man and one woman coming together, and to do it the way they shall no longer be two, but they're one flesh. Just like God married Adam and Eve, you know, and then you don't get me started on this other stuff now.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh no.
Hey, but look,
he married Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
He didn't marry Adam and Steve.
I got you.
Y'all talking about that other stuff now, talking about, you know, the gay lifestyle. Ain't no gay lifestyle. You ain't never seen, there's nothing in the Bible talking about God. God created the very beginning. He made them male and female.
That's true. Now, again, that's not what we're talking about, but you know,
I can talk about it.
Yeah, I know.
You know, anyway,
I'm just saying we can go on a lot of million. I know
we can go a million different ways from this.
Yeah.
But
you know, I'm not trying to turn to every nook and cranny.
Okay.
Ricky says greedy and selfish.
Greedy and selfish. Yeah.
So there it is. I think I said Frankie's earlier. If they love it, I like it. So
okay. All right. 901-213-6020. What do you think about that? This is this guy, man. He looks just like Joe Lieberman. I mean, I can't get past the fact that he looks like you know, Joe Lieberman. If you don't remember Al Gore and Joe Lieberman back in the day, they were running for president. Yeah, that's Joe Lieberman. That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I put it up earlier.
Yeah. So there he is. That guy looks just like him, man. That's married to that black woman. Are they still married, by the way?
Who?
That black girl and that old man.
Oh, I don't know nothing about them, but I assume so. I was looking at they didn't divorce at the end of the video.
I know the mother said we got to talk about this. So after
it seemed like they got past that, though. I'm assuming.
Yeah, you know, the mother. I think the mother said we have to talk about this. I think it was a little too late, Mom.
I mean, he's older than her, probably. So.
Well, yeah, he's probably older than Mom. But see, what I'm saying is, it's probably too late for the mother to even talk about it at all. I mean, what do you? I mean, you can talk about it now, but they're married. What can you do?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to advise the girl to do? To leave her husband? I mean, that wouldn't be a good thing, you know, to do. You know, I mean, if it's legal, they're both together, and you know, there's nothing fishy going on. You know, so I don't think there's anything wrong. You know, Vicky says she's grown. Absolutely, she's what, 20, 34. She's absolutely a grown woman.
34.
She's a real grown woman, you know. But anyway, 901-213-602.
Yeah. So I want to take a quick break if we can before we transition.
Yeah, I got something else to do.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Don't want to just throw it up on y'all, but it is totally different from what we were talking about so far. So we want to take a quick break on that point.
Yes, we'll take a break right here, and when we come back, we'll talk about the next topic and what we've got. It's a good one, folks. We got a couple of things we could talk about coming up next. You're listening to Talk Back Live with Bob
and Josh.
It is 3 minutes past the hour, 12 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good afternoon to you on a Saturday. We'll be back.
I watch y'all coming here for years, cause you shot somebody. Now your life is shot. You gonna pick that phone up one day, and that girl gonna be done dumped you and raise your child with another man. Or maybe your mama or your grandmama dies. Cause ain't nothing you can do about it. You got 15 to 20 years, state or fed time. Real talk. Don't lose your head, use your head, man. Gun crime, max time.
We Tennesseans all have a choice to make in our fight against COVID-19.
I choose to enjoy live music.
I choose to cheer on my team.
I choose to go out.
I choose to stay healthy.
I choose to celebrate with my family.
The choice is simple. Choose to live your life and choose to live responsibly. Face it, masks fight COVID-19.
It's not about challenging times.
Or new normals.
It's about staying true to what matters most.
And we're more committed than ever to your health.
Your safety has always been our top priority.
Times may have changed,
But they haven't changed who we are.
we're here for you every single day.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
It was just a few cocktails at happy hour.
It's a really good drive.
There aren't any cops around. I didn't think there were any cops around.
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I want you to hang on, okay? Cover your nose, Brittany, okay? You all right now? Now.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, here to explain the Tennessee Hands-Free Law, which is a new state law effective July 1st, 2019. In Public Chapter 412, it makes it illegal for a driver to hold a cell phone or a mobile device with any part of their body, to write, send, or read any text-based communication, to reach for a cell phone or mobile device in a manner that requires the driver to no longer be in a seated driving position or properly restrained by a seatbelt, to watch a video or a movie on a cell phone or a mobile device, and to record or broadcast video on a cell phone or mobile device. So, can I still talk on my cell phone while driving? Yes. A driver is permitted to use an earpiece, headphone device, or a device worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication. The driver may use one button on a cell phone or mobile device to initiate or terminate voice communication, and voice-based communication may also be used to send a text message. Learn more at handsfreetn.com.
And welcome back to the show, Talk Back Live with Bob
and Josh.
It is now 12:08, 8 minutes past the hour, 12 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good afternoon to you on a Saturday. And I tell you what, it is going to be not as hot today as it normally would be. But I was surprised the rain came in yesterday and last night was cool. Today is going to be a little cooler this weekend, as a matter of fact. But hey, it is good. You can get out and cut the yard, whatever you want to do to do that. You can cut the yard or whatever the case is you want to do today. All right, Josh. Let's get into something is going on with McDonald's. What in the world's going on with McDonald's? Well, there's a lot going on with McDonald's. I don't hardly go to McDonald's anymore. But anyway, what's going on with McDonald's? There's a story here.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty wild as well, man. But look, here's the thing. You ever get upset with folks at McDonald's or any restaurant you go to, a fast food restaurant, and you just wanna lash out? You know what I mean? Sometimes you may want to throw your drink at them or do something because they got your order wrong, whatever it is.
Throw your drink at them? Yeah, just because they got your order wrong? Come on.
Sometimes, they didn't get you the right amount of nuggets.
That's still, man, that's not enough. That's not a reason to throw your drink at them.
You never know. But
yeah, some people are crazy, though.
But
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. No,
I wouldn't.
Just because they got my order wrong. I'm not saying you. I'm talking about anybody, thinking about that. Okay, let's put it to you this way. Yeah. If a person throws their drink at a McDonald's employee and pours it on them because they got their order all messed up, they must have been going to this McDonald's several times, and the same thing has been happening to them over and over and over. And the person just got sick of it, just got tired of it, messing their order, messing over their order, messing it up. So I don't know. And
I got you, but to your point though, to get to the video is so what you got to realize is these people at McDonald's or wherever you're going are people too. And they also can pop off if you pop off at them. And that's what happened in this story. Matter of fact, this McDonald's employee did a lot more than just pop off. She popped at him. So check this out, y'all.
Oh, God.
Here's a video, and it's pretty wild. Take a look at this.
Oh, yeah. Take a listen to this. We'll be back.
A local McDonald's employee seen on camera attacking a customer. A witness who was there at the time says the employee isn't the only one to blame.
I was astounded. I've never seen anything like that. I think the customer actually instigated the thing.
That man asked us not to use his name, but he is talking to News 4 Jackson, describing how the fight escalated.
And we've also learned McDonald's is investigating the incident, and that video has now gone viral. The trouble was at the restaurant on St. John's Bluff Road and Beach Boulevard. News 4 Jax reporter Scott Johnson is there and is joining us live with what else the witness had to say. Scott.
Well, Mary, he is blaming both parties, the employee, the customer. Started here at this McDonald's, St. John's Bluff Beach Boulevard. You see in the video the employee, who he thinks was a manager, walk around the counter and just start slapping this customer. The video starts with the McDonald's employee seen walking around the counter, at first yelling, then slapping the customer across the face.
I was there when it happened yesterday.
You were there when it happened? Man who asked we don't use his name was there. You see him right here at the center. He says the video doesn't tell the whole story, telling me the employee appeared to be a manager and was being verbally abusive to her employees. He says the customer complained about her behavior. The two argued, and the witness says it escalated from there.
The customer took her whole cup of Coke and threw it at the manager, which is Suter. The manager came out from behind the counter, confronted the lady, kind of butted her up against the counter and slapped her in the face and knocked her glasses off, knocked her cell phone out. There was Coke drinks all over.
McDonald's released a statement from the franchise owner. I do not condone the behavior depicted in this video. We are currently investigating this matter. We don't know whether the customer was hurt. In the video, she appears to return to the counter and complete her order. And as far as charges here, well, I talked to a criminal defense lawyer who says the employee could be charged for battery, and it's possible the customer could be charged as well if she did, in fact, throw a drink. So far, we have not heard anything from police on whether any sort of report was filed. Live on the South Side, Scott Johnson, Channel 4, the local station.
Well, Scott, this is startling. Was the employee who we believe is a manager, was she back on the job today?
It does not appear that way. I did stop and talk to a few employees who say we can't comment on this at all, but they did tell me that she's not working at least today, if not in the future. Back to you.
All right, Scott Johnson reporting.
Wow. Okay. What do you think?
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you what I think. This is wild, man. First of all, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna roll back. I can't just look at this and scroll on through, because look, first of all, you got this big lady that's working there. How are you gonna throw a drink at this woman? You know what I'm saying? You sitting there, I don't care how mad you are about your little Coke or your Diet Pepsi.
It doesn't depend on the size. It does not. I don't think it matters about the size of a person, how big they are. It does. Evidently, it didn't here because this lady was just pissed off about the service probably she got that day and the service she's been getting, and she could care less who it was, and so she decided to throw the drink. You guys are not doing right. You're not helping me. You keep messing my order up, and decided to say, hey, you
got to pick your battles, man.
Yeah, well.
She didn't pick her battles
evidently, she was, this shows you how mad she was and probably how bad the service she's been getting she wasn't thinking. She was just, pissed off.
I'm going to tell you something. And Verdell just hit right what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Verdell says you can't throw a drink at someone and not expect consequences.
Well, that's true.
You got to think, man, these folks, this is what people don't understand. When you go to restaurants or fast food or whatever, yeah, they're supposed to treat you right? There's no question. But at the same time, these folks ain't your slaves. Don't treat them like slaves, man. Don't say, drop something on the floor, expect them to pick it up for you to wipe the stain off your shirt.
Well,
I feel like some people go to these places and think you're supposed to grovel at my feet. And this lady came in and threw this Coke at her. And that is, to me, entitlement at its highest. You can't do that and then be shocked. Oh, I'm shocked. She slapped the taste out of my mouth.
Well, that
whooped upside her little head, knocked the glasses
That
off.
lady that came around, that employee, was she a manager?
I mean, that's what they're speculating.
She was a manager.
Look,
so
either way, if it was a clerk, I wouldn't have blamed him either. I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just saying don't do that to me. Don't throw no drink on me.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is she knocked the French fries out this little lady's head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And was it worth it at the end of the day to get your stupid drink? And then she still finished her order. Can you imagine getting knocked upside the head, your fries out your mouth, Coke, glasses off? And look, here's what the reporter said. She still finished her order at the counter.
Yeah. Well,
she put her glasses back on and still said she wanted that Big Mac.
Maybe some people may think the clerk or the manager was right. The manager, I don't know if you can say right here. Maybe the manager reacted the way she reacted because the way she was treated. But this is where control, patience, you got to think about what you do before you act, in certain situations. And, and this manager here, even though it was something thrown at her, she had to exercise the right behavior and her response to that particular situation.
To your point,
Yeah.
Greg says, no matter what a customer does short of hitting the employee first and cause them to defend themselves, most corporations will side with the customer and fire that employee. So that's basically exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
If the customer didn't punch her in the face first or something,
Mm-hmm.
then, anything short of that, they're probably still going to fire, is what Greg says.
Yeah, it seems like here in the story, it seems like, they were on the side, automatically they're on the side of the customer, sure, because that customer, you're paying that employee, that company is paying that employee. They're taking money out of their pockets, putting in the pocket of that employee.
But does that mean
they're not paying that customer anything? They're thanking that customer for putting money in their pocket. So if the company probably feels this way, okay, why should I pay you as an employee to beat up on my customers that are putting money in my pocket? So therefore, they'd rather get rid of the employee that's beating up the customer and could take money out of their pockets because they're the owners, rather than keep that employee and then dish that customer. Because that customer, if they defend that customer is going to keep coming back and back time and time again and purchasing things from them and putting money back into the owner's pocket. That's the way they feel. That's the way they look at it. Is it right or is it wrong?
Well, here's the thing. At the end of the day, even with that, if you're just looking at it from the employee's point of view, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say who cares. But man, you threw a drink on me. At what point does that matter?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At what point does it be like, hey, I don't care about none of this?
Yeah.
You know how some people say, I don't care about this job. I still want to whoop your butt, whatever the case is. I ain't say that's the way to be. But
but see, and Frankie says once the drink was thrown, all bets are off.
Yeah. Look how quick. Look how quick this lady marched.
Yeah, but still.
Look at that.
Once the drink was thrown, at that point in time, as an employee, especially as a manager, there has to be a point to where you decide whether you're going to do that or not do that.
Yeah.
And then one of the things is you got to decide, say, hey, as a manager, I'm not coming around there dealing with you. You did something crazy. I'm going to ask you to leave, rather than coming around and trying to fight the employee and and stuff like that. What did the manager get out of this?
Well, she got
other than being fired.
Satisfaction.
Oh, come on. What satisfaction did the manager get out of this?
Some of the comments are agreeing. Now, Greg said some terminations are worth it.
Yeah.
And he put the fist emoji. There you go. And Greg also says it's not about that, Bob. It's about liability for McDonald's. McDonald's, that would be the reason he says McDonald's would fire her, because they don't want to be held liable.
Yeah.
Now, Verdell says she's going to get fired, but that would have been my last day too, because I would have pedigreed and stunned that person.
Yeah. Well, now, you heard the news reporter said they didn't see her there that day. So she wasn't back the next day.
Well, so she's suspended.
Yeah, suspended or fired. I'm pretty sure she was fired.
Well, they have to investigate. You know how they said
they're not going to investigate. You know what they're going to investigate? That customer's money coming into their pocket. That's enough investigation for them.
Well, free,
and they probably called the customer and told her for the next this week, you come in and we're going to give whatever you want for free this week, and we appreciate your service and supporting or coming to our business.
Yeah.
And we hope that you continue to come. That's what they want. That person, they feel, keep coming to their business week after week, day after day. They feel that person is going to, by the end of the year, if that's a regular customer, they're going to think that customer is going to at least put, maybe $1,000 or $2,000. I don't know how much money. And then the people that they recommend to come to that McDonald's after that, after the managers and the owners treat them right, definitely they're going to go out and recommend that McDonald's to other people and their friends all of that. So they're going to bring more money. This is the way the owners feel. They're going to bring more money to my business now.
All of that is cool. But if you're the employee, you don't care about the owners and their money. You care about slapping this little bird in the food.
But this is why the owners are on the side of the customer. because they're gonna continue to bring money to the business.
Yeah.
That employee, the owners are putting money into that employee's pocket. But the employee is giving them nothing the way they feel. But see, they shouldn't feel that way. But the employee is coming there every day, giving their hard-earned time, and that type of
to
thing.
flip them Big Macs,
so whatever. But anyway, let's take this call.
Call from
Jet, welcome to the show. Good afternoon on a Saturday.
Good afternoon on a Saturday.
Yes, sir.
I
matter of fact,
feel like I haven't been able to keep up as normal. I've been in and out, and I just got to a place where I could call for a few minutes.
Yes, sir.
But I could tell by my comment, I just feel like I need to call in and clarify what my comment was about. I know Bob said, now Bob, you kind of switched too. While I agree with you on everything you said, it seems like you really don't agree with yourself on your normal thinking, because in prior weeks and months, you always said it's the woman's fault because she has to open her legs and receive. That's been your theme for I don't know how long.
Well, I understand what you're saying, Jet, but yet at the same time, I agree with that, and I still stand by that. The woman is the one that.
Now, I don't agree with that point, that it's just the woman's fault because she had to open her legs and receive, because a man has to lay down and kill.
Well, the woman.
They have the same issue there.
If the woman didn't open her legs, Jet, then the man can't put the seed in. So that's just like.
The man can't put the seed in if he don't put it in.
Yeah, that's true. But
and he a man. He He's supposed to be in control and over, and he the one out of order there. The women's supposed to be in obedience.
in obedience. Wait a minute. Whoa.
Obey in the situation.
With obedience to what? Obedience to what?
Well, to later, I guess.
My goodness.
I don't know. I'm just saying. You get to a man duty and the woman duty and all that. But anyway, my comment wasn't even based solely on that. It was based on a rights issue, an equal rights issue.
Okay.
And if all people had the same equal rights, then what that woman did would even been an avenue for her. Because just like a woman could have, if that woman decided that she wasn't about the money, or let's just say the dude lost his job before she had a baby, and he had a car accident and killed himself or whatever. I don't know. Let's just say he just didn't have no money to come, and then she decided, well, I don't want the baby no more. Well, let's say he didn't die. He just, for some reason, didn't have no money, but he was still around. He just couldn't play basketball no more. He lost both his legs or something. And she decided she didn't want the baby no more, and he started whining and crying and pity. And he wanted the baby. But that's my child. That's my seed. I want my baby. Please, just have been given to me. And she's like, no, I ain't having no baby with stretch marks and stuff. And all that, just so you have a baby. And she didn't have to. She could just go and have an abortion. Ain't nothing he could do about it. Ain't nothing he can do about it. That's why I mean the woman's right extends past the man's right. And if by the same token, if women are going to fight for equal rights, that should be the case. Now, men can't have the same kind of abortion that a woman can have, but in that sense, if the woman can have an abortion, she's basically taking the man's seed from him and denouncing everything about him and for him. So I'm saying the man should have the same right to do that up until a certain month, just like a woman has the same right to do that up until a certain month.
So the woman shouldn't just be the one that makes the divorce, or to say that, I'm going to have an abortion and get rid of this child. This child is not going to be born. There should also be a comment or suggestion or something from the husband or the man in this particular situation, rather than just saying what the other woman said, the child is not going to be born. Then it should be something from the man because it's his seed.
Yep. In some states and countries, a married woman can have an abortion even without her husband's consent. Sure can. And so what I'm saying is, if we're gonna have equal rights, that should be the same across the board. That should be the same across the board if we're gonna do that. If we're gonna do that. And not only that, and I'm not even advocating for abortion, right? Nobody should do that.
No, right. I
But since
understand.
it is a thing, if you eliminate abortion, then everybody got the same rights, right? Because most people say, when I say that, most women say, well, man does it. Man don't want to have a baby. He should keep it in his pen. He should have a vasectomy, blah, blah, blah. Well, women have the same right, too. As Bob said, if a woman don't want to have a baby, rather than abortion, she should keep it in her pants. She should have a hysterectomy, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. All of them got those same rights. It's just that at some point, a woman's rights continues and men quit having rights. If she decides that I don't want to have this baby, and the man says, I want to have the baby, all of a sudden, he don't have a say in that.
Yeah, and see,
So I'm
and
like,
look,
if you want to extend it right,
okay,
then let him have what's called a male abortion.
What's been going
Right?
on
He
is
just basically revert to a sperm donor.
a woman.
That's the way they treat them.
Exactly.
Yeah, a woman would say though, it's my body, it's not his.
But see, that's
it came from his body.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the biggest, and that's one of the biggest misnomers that we let people get away with, and particularly women get away with, is by saying it's my body, so it's my choice. It's really not the choice or whatever. It's really not the choice or whatever, because if it was, then you could choose to not get pregnant. But a woman can't choose to not get pregnant. She can wear a condom, she can take birth control and all that, but if a seed get in you, if it's your body, which means it's your choice, once the seed get in you, your body, you should be able to tell your body, I don't want to get pregnant. But it ain't your choice.
But that ain't the way it works.
It's not the way,
It ain't gonna listen. Yeah. And look, here's the thing. I've always found, I know some people probably disagree with this, but I do agree with what you're saying. It's like I've never agreed with the fact that a man should not have a say in a situation that serious. Whether they're married or not, they both put in on the situation.
Yeah.
So it's got to be some sort of, it can't be all of a sudden it's all hers because she couldn't produce it on her own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's
I mean,
crazy.
that's just nuts. But
and that's your seed, that's your flesh and blood, your family too.
Yeah.
You know. And I understand that the woman's body, she takes the risk because she has to carry her life is on the line. Well, that's why I don't have a problem with if there's a custody issue. Custody is presumed to be the mother's because it is the mother. God gave you the baby, right? God put it in you to care. So you already, possession is 9/10 of the law. So you already have possession. So if I want possession, then I have to go to court and get a possession, win possession. That's the only difference with that to me. So if you're talking about taking the whole life, taking the child away, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I should have a say in that. Yeah. That's my lineage, my legacy too.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the way a lot of men feel, you know. I mean, it's a part of him, it's just not her.
Yeah.
So it takes a man and a woman to conceive a child. So not just she said I did it, you know. No, you had to get the seed.
And let me ask you this, Jed. So to that point, should a woman be allowed to do what she did? I don't think there's any way to stop it, right? Looking at how it went down.
Yeah. Man, I think with her video posts and her books and stuff she's written, he has enough money. He should be able to go in court and get custody of his child.
Yeah.
If he wants a child, he should be able to go get his child. He has enough money to do it. Now, regular person, it's gonna take money to do it. But he should be. It'll be cheaper than $200,000 a month in the end, or it'll be cheaper than whatever. And I know he's not paying that, but it's going to be cheaper than whatever he's going to end up paying to get his child, because it's really not a healthy situation for the baby to grow up in either with that kind of mother.
Yeah.
And he was just a tool. The baby was just a means to comfort living.
Yeah.
You know, and she did it, and you can tell by her age at 29, she figured, man, it's about time I got to have a baby, because I'm about this pretty thing about to run its course, right? At 30 something, right? You know, so she like, now it's time to, and she picked a young buck. She picked a young one, somebody who ain't read the book, who ain't know nothing about it, you know what I'm saying? Who ain't know nothing about her and things like that, you know. And so, you know, she intentionally did that. She was very intentional on all of it. But to your barrel point, other than him taking the child, No, that shouldn't be illegal. That's the point. That's the whole reason I brought up male abortion. If that could be possible, she would have never did that. She would have never did that. He could say, "Okay, I want to have an abortion," because you ain't about nothing. I won't have nothing. Then women wouldn't run around trying to trap me like that because it's too big of a gamble. Then, But now the courts and stuff automatic. He don't fight it. She got the baby. He gonna award child support. Then he has to fight it to change any of those stipulations. It's gonna be automatic. But no, she's that shouldn't be. That woman is. I seen some of the stuff she posted. Man, she's trifling.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I don't blame him as I do, because when I was 18, I could see through that too. Somebody that age and stuff. But at 18, you can find somebody and trick them like that. I'm like, where's his daddy? Where's his mama?
All he
they
saw,
so happy to get some money, they just let him go.
And see, I think
maybe he felt he was grown and it wasn't their business what he do now.
Well, and real quick,
that's probably the case too, man. He got it.
Real quick again. So, and I think Frankie even said that that about the parents, like where were they in this situation? But I think all he knew was her IG page. And he's like, "Hey, let's go." You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I mean,
that was so wow, boy. It feels like they teach you that even in NBA. It's like your handler on your way to the draft start teaching those things.
But here's the problem:
Yeah.
you got women teaching this stuff too. Look, she writing this book and putting this stuff out there. This is how you do this. She did Facebook, IG lives talking about how to do.
She had a whole book.
Yeah.
But they got this rookie program where they send the rookies through. And like, if somebody got a book out there, that should be known.
Yeah, they need to have this book. They need to read the book at the symposium that she wrote and said,
"Yeah, they need to have a class on it." Yeah. I'm like, man, you talking about somebody who said they done it, did it, and wrote a book about it. She did it for real.
Yeah, they after you guys. So, yeah, let them know they're after you guys. So be careful.
Now it's fun. And I'll just bring this up and end it at this. Now, in her book, she said she slept with Colin Kaepernick. This was years ago, right? And she detailed it quite a bit. And one thing I saw, because I read about this, she said he made her pay to fly to him. And they would do their thing and leave. So at least he wasn't susceptible. Matter of fact, he was making her pay to come to him. And then she had to pay her way back. I'm like, man, what?
Yeah, you're gonna put in, you're trying to try, you're gonna pay for this crap, and they ain't gonna give you the crap.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, well.
Make you work for it. Now, who's doing who? Yeah. But let me hang up and listen.
All right, man.
I didn't want to leave the abortion comment out there in the air like that without further explanation.
Right.
But all right.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. 901-213-6020. Yes.
Frankie says, at least he got away alive. He says she sounds like Shara Wright 2.0. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh.
Well, hey, a lot of people feel like that's how she got Lorenzen. And got babies and then ended up attached to him and he kept having to pay money for all that. So
then ended up killing it. I mean, whatever.
Lord, yeah.
Anyway, she's serving her 30-year sentence or whatever she decided to do now. So anyway.
But we were also talking about, as we ended up back on this story, which y'all still could talk about if you want to. You can still leave.
I mean, either one of these topics we talked about so far, you can call in and talk about them.
Absolutely.
While we talk about anything else.
And
we move on. Yeah.
Is that phone doing that by itself?
Yeah, that's phone.
I'm like, what's going on? But it's all good. No problem.
Let me pull this thing out.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work. Because we don't need it no way. So yeah. But yeah, man. So, and also, in case some of y'all didn't see it, I know some of y'all were gone. I know Greg, you on the grill. I see him back in from the grill.
What did you cook, Greg? What do you got, man?
Yeah, let us know, man.
Oh gosh. I can't believe he said he went to he's on the grill and not let us know what he's got.
Now, speaking of the grill,
maybe he's afraid we might come over or something.
Hey, we they say black folk, we invite ourselves over.
Come on, brother. Hey, come on, brother. You know us, man, brother.
We're supposed to share with the community, all of us.
All of a sudden, we is brother. Yeah.
We are family.
Yes.
Manager came out from behind the counter, confronted the lady, kind of butted her up against the counter and slapped her in the face and knocked her glasses off, knocked her cell phone out.
She knocked the glasses off, knocked her cell phone out of her hand. That was a slap. That was a whap.
That was the McDonald's story.
That was a whopper. She hit her with a whopper. That's not even
McDonald's.
That's a Burger King. She hit her with a whopper. A Big Mac.
Yeah. Filet of fish.
Yeah. A quarter pounder.
Yeah.
With cheese.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go any further.
I knew you were gonna say a double quarter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go any further. What do we?
But yeah, look. Okay. Speaking of that, right?
Yeah, we were talking about what?
Well, I mean, we talking about all sorts of things.
I mean, the last topic we were on
was this, and then Jets called back and started talking about the previous topic. So this is what we last on.
Okay. All right. 901-213-6020. Before we get out of here today, if you want to call and leave comments, we got a lot of comments that came in that we didn't read.
No, I read all of them, I believe.
Yeah, did you? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No. Son while Jet was on the phone here. Hold on. I read most of these though.
Yeah.
I read that Verdell, he said he would have pedigreed and stunned that lady if he was behind that counter. Now, if you don't know about it, pedigree is a wrestling move.
Yeah.
You drive her head into the mat. And so that's what he would have done. Verdell also says she got something for free. She got them hands for free. Upside her head.
Yeah, she sure did.
Frankie says you're taking a chance with your life when you throw something on a person. That manager could have snapped and really hurt.
The manager could have snapped. The manager did snap. God. She went around the other side of that counter, man, and knocked that lady's fries and drink out of her hand, her glasses off her face, and
love it.
And we can't tell the story of all the other stuff she was saying to that woman while she was in there. But
she said, "Come on, bring it on."
Yeah, it was, man.
Yeah,
it was awful. I don't know. Was it awful for her she wasn't defending herself, or was she?
Yeah, look, you throw something at me,
I mean, but you're an employee at McDonald's. Somebody throws something on you, you're not allowed to go around the counter. That's not defending yourself. If they throw drinks on you or whatever, you're an employee. You got to take it.
You got to take it. What?
You got to take it.
No.
You work for the company. You can't go around the counter and then fight back. That's not what McDonald's hired you to do. It's not what McDonald's hired them to do.
Man.
I mean, you just don't leave your position as an employee and become defensive because somebody threw a milkshake on you or threw a drink in your face or,
a milkshake would have been worse.
And threw a fish fillet sandwich at you separated, with the cheese and everything.
The tartar sauce?
Yeah, the tartar. That's tartar sauce.
Yeah. It ain't mayo. No.
Yeah. But anyway.
The video starts with a McDonald's employee seen walking around the counter, at first yelling, then slapping the customer across the face.
What's up?
I was there.
She said, "What's up?"
What's up?
She stood back in the fighting stand.
Yeah, she was
said,
ready
"What's
to go,
up?"
man. I mean, that was Muhammad Ali. Agreed.
That was George Foreman.
George Foreman, yes. Well, she didn't knock out. George Foreman knocked out.
Well, yeah, Foreman would have, yeah.
But at any rate,
hey, Verdell says you can't turn the other cheek always.
Yeah,
well, she turned the cheek for her.
Yeah, she
slapped the cheek one way or another.
I don't know, Greg. Was it Verdell?
Yeah, Verdell.
Can't turn the other cheek always. I don't know, but she's an employee though. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's about turning the other cheek there. I think it's about you hired by a company and you're to present yourself as a behaved employee.
Vicky said, "We stay ready to fight. We us people."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I mean, you come at us wrong. It's on like neck bone.
Yeah, that may be the case, but still at the same time here, you got to understand wherever you're working, whoever you're working for, irregardless of how you feel. Okay,
it's on like Donkey Kong.
Regardless of how you feel, you got to understand. Hey, I'm working for this company. I don't care if you're making $15 an hour or $32 an hour or whatever. Okay, you're working for this company, and you got to understand you represent this company. And if a customer throw a drink on you, you're not working for that customer. So you can't go around and beat up a customer just because they threw the drink at you or in your face. Okay? You may not like it.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be pleasant. No. I mean, it may embarrass you in front of other people, but what are you going to gain by going around the other side of the counter and confronting that customer? And then eventually knocking the customer almost on the floor.
You know what you gain?
What do you gain?
Satisfaction.
There goes your $32 an hour paycheck.
Hold on, first of all, what McDonald's is that?
I'm just saying.
That's the general manager making that money.
It doesn't matter who you are, where you're working at. Is what I'm saying. Whatever money you're making, if you decide to take matters in your own hand, you've got to understand the process. Whatever you're making, you're about to lose it because the owners are not going to be on your side in most cases. They're all about the dollar bill. That's what they're all about. And if somebody's coming in to purchase something from their store and you go around to defend yourself because you feel they threw a drink on you and that offended you, and you work for the company, no, the company says you're supposed to take that. But leave my customers alone.
I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. And I think, Verdell, if you get a drink thrown on you, you're going to be like this man right here.
Yeah.
You're going to do what you have to do. You know what I mean? You just gotta lay the smack down sometimes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
I ain't got no. Let me do.
Oh man, you got the screen?
I got the screen, but
okay,
it ain't nothing moving on my screen.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah. But y'all see what's going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to go book a T on these folks. Hit them with that scissor kick. The kick up in there.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. You at McDonald's, you get a drink thrown on, you got to do this right here. Back of the neck style. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Let's see.
Verdell says satisfaction guaranteed.
Or your money back.
Yeah. That's what they say.
Okay. I'm moved. I'm lying now. Okay. Now I'm moving. I see this. Okay. Now there's activity on my screen.
Vicky said that's true in a logical world, Bob. I agree.
Yeah. What do you mean, Vicky? What do you mean logical?
Yeah, if the world
true
was
in a logical
if
world.
the world was logical, that she would agree with you.
But she doesn't agree with me now
because it's not logical. Well, the world isn't logical, so we do illogical stuff. We don't make sense.
So I'm not making. So Vicky's saying I'm not making sense.
No.
Okay.
She said you are making sense.
I know.
And that's the problem. Yeah. We don't do that. We do this.
Yeah. All right. That old man that looked like Joe Lieberman.
Yeah.
Is he too old for that black girl? 34 years old, and he's 74. Well, she's married to a 74-year-old white man.
Right there.
Well, yeah, doesn't matter if he's a 74-year-old black man. Old is old.
Love is love.
Yeah, but I mean, is it? Is that too far a distance? I don't think so.
I mean, as long as he ain't got no health problems,
it doesn't. If he did have health problems, she still was in love with him. That shows you the love is greater, to me. But
well, I guess, or either that, or she feels she's closer to the inheritance.
But the inheritance, yeah, he's about to leave here.
Look, hey, you gotta hurry up, make sure she's in that will.
Yeah, I mean, he's already 74, so how many years you think he's gonna live? After that, I mean, he could live 26 more years and be 100. Yeah, but he, is it unlikely though? Probably unlikely that he lives another 26 years to be 100. But there's a lot of people living to be 100 years old these days.
Well, let's see. Love, they ain't got to last that long,
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's.
I'm just
okay. Look.
Yeah.
Listen. Look at this.
All right.
If he gets 100 years old, how old would she be? Let's do the calculation here. Somebody tell me. If he's 100 years old.
She's 34, he's 74.
She's 34, he's 74. And that's 26 years. And 26 years added to her life will make her what? 34, that'll make her, what, 50 years old?
No.
That'll
make her 60.
That'll make her 60 years old. 60 years, yeah. She'll be 60. Oh, gosh.
So
she'll be 60 years old and he'll be well, at that point, 60 is still young.
60 is the new 40.
60, yeah, 60 is still young though. I mean,
look at them eating healthy avocado toast.
Yeah, I mean, 60 is still young.
Or let me ask y'all guys.
I think I'll still look young when I get 60.
But how do y'all feel, man? Look. The guys, and I know the ladies all agree. Let's see. Frankie says, I may be wrong, but I thought most older guys would love to have a younger woman. No doubt. Look, yes. I'm happy for the guy.
Yeah. I mean,
no, look, as a guy, I'm happy for him.
I'm happy for him if they're married, they're doing the right thing.
I mean, that's fine.
Fine.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, he got a good looking woman.
Yeah.
As an old man.
Oh man, he
did pretty good. He's so I mean he looks like he's
okay.
She's helping him across the street.
Okay. How did they meet again? What happened? Oh, I mean, this is what I want to find out. Anybody know how they met? Anybody know this story?
I mean, Lord have mercy. I think they go into that.
And somebody even say, is she a gold digger? I mean, it all depends on if he has gold. If he has a lot of money.
Well, looking at the house they in, it kind of seems like there's some gold somewhere. But look, let's play
maybe
the video.
She's got a lot of money.
Let's play the video again.
Okay.
There are exactly 40 and a half years between us.
The first night we went out and we had dinner, I asked Leslie, do you know how old I am?
I consider him my soulmate, 100%. We mostly get the grandpa statements, regarding him, like, oh, why are you with that old guy or old man? Every once in a while I've gotten, oh, you must be with him for his money, or the kind of gold digger references. So that can be annoying. Oh, hi, Mom.
Initially, I didn't know how old he was. And when I found out he was 40 years older, I told him we needed to have a talk.
This is 34-year-old Leslie. She fell in love with 74-year-old Vince.
We met
In Chicago at a place called Gibson's while I was singing and the beautiful lady was playing piano.
Did you give me a kiss this morning?
Oh, come here, sweetie. Oh.
Look at that.
So
look at Grandpa. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so he was singing.
Yeah.
She was playing the piano.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I guess while she was playing the piano, he was liking the way she was playing while he was singing. And he would look over there at her and says, you're playing good. And then, and I guess he decided to keep looking over there and said, you're playing good. And she kept saw him, kept looking at her, and then she started playing better. I don't know.
Well, he played her. But look, here's Verdell says, was his pickup line, hey, baby, I got this insurance policy.
See there, you guys. See there. See.
Hey.
See there.
That's what he lead with.
Yeah, see, I'm through with it, Verdell. No.
Would you be my beneficiary? And her eyes lit up with joy.
Oh God! Got this insurance policy. Well, Well, I mean, you know,
hey, is that a bad pickup line?
You know, if he made her a beneficiary and he's got a $2 million policy and, you know, all that. It all depends on if the insurance company will pick her up at this moment, you know, as a beneficiary.
He tell him to do it. Look, Vicky says most older black men. Check it out now. Most older black men hate seeing a black woman with a white man. I think that's the real problem. White women marry older men all the time and nothing is said. So she said the problem is these older black men hating on this black woman for marrying this old white guy. So all the black men in the chat, what do you feel about this?
She said, I think that's a real problem that black men are mad that this woman is with this older white man.
Well, first of all, look,
I don't, you know,
I'm sure there's plenty of black men that are mad at him. You know, if they're around her age, especially. I'm sure.
Mean, for what though?
Well, I'm sure. Well, because they say you ain't supposed to do this.
She's not supposed to do what? She didn't do anything illegal.
They think he's invading on territory.
Well,
that's not his.
I mean, you know, how many? Well,
it's like they came to Africa and took it. Now they're taking our women. That's what some people.
Okay, think. It used to be said like this back in the day. That seemed like when black women married white men, you know, white men came to get the better crop from our black women.
Oh man.
When black men went and married a white woman, seemed like she was always big as an ox, you know, and all out of shape and, you know, and half bald headed or whatever. But I mean, you know, in other words, black men they
settle for average white women.
You know, they weren't average. They were below average white women, and then while the white man came and got above average black women.
You know, I've heard people say that seriously.
But
but seriously, I've heard that talk. Now look, check it out.
That was what they used to say.
Check it out. People, to your point. You remember Serena Williams?
Yeah.
A lot of black men were upset and still are at that billionaire. Now he's a billionaire.
Okay.
That billionaire white man. She fell in love with, married. She got a child with a daughter with now. And they're really in love. They really are.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, Serena, how can you do this to us?
To us? To what she do
to the black man of the world?
What she do to you?
You know what I'm saying? That's what people are saying. I ain't say that, but that's what other black men are saying.
Okay, but he has money.
Well, she got money too. She didn't marry him.
Well, she wasn't gonna marry no guy walking around on the streets and talking about, can I get a ride? Hitchhiking, you know. Hey man, take me down, you know, can I get a ride to Burger King?
Yeah.
I mean,
where he worked, yeah.
You know, I mean, no, she wasn't gonna marry, you know, no. I mean, and I'm not okay. Now I'm done. I'm done with that. See, folks gonna accuse me of saying just black guys work at Burger King and white guys don't. No, that's not what I'm saying.
White guys work there.
Yeah, a lot of white people work at these fast food places.
Yeah.
But anyway,
especially in South Haven.
Yeah,
I'll never forget. We were together on this. You remember that? What was it? Burger King? I think it might have been a Burger King.
Yeah.
Because you were there, so you'll remember when I bring it up. In South Haven, it was on Goodman Road.
South Haven.
You remember going through the drive-through?
Yeah.
And it was nothing but white guys in it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just.
Was that a Burger King? Or was that a what's the name of that a restaurant down there? South Haven.
It wasn't Steak and Shake. It
wasn't Steak and Shake.
It was a drive-through.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was like a regular place.
Steak and Shake don't have a drive-through?
They do.
They do now. Okay.
But it wasn't that type of place.
It wasn't that? Okay.
But because it was shocking, it was a Burger King.
Okay.
Everybody, we looked in there, and it wasn't just white folks.
They were all white men.
Yeah,
I mean,
it wasn't just
middle age.
Middle age. That's the key. They weren't young.
And some older white men. Some guys. I think one of the guys looked like this guy right here. You know.
Yeah, he kind of did. Come to think of it.
You know, I mean,
it was very unusual.
Yeah, they were working at Burger King for all places.
Yeah.
And I tell you, the fact is, to me, I think if a white guy is working at a Burger King or a McDonald's, you better believe
older
men, they're paying them some money.
or something.
Something. I mean, you know, come on, folks.
Man.
No, they're paying them.
They could be down on their luck.
If a white man like that is
35 years old,
working at a Burger King, you better believe that Burger King is paying that white man some money, but it's not going to pay you and I the same money that white man is getting. And some people may give me some flack on that, but I don't care. I'm telling the truth. You know, so if a black man my age or older go down and work at a Burger King, then they're going to tell me, well, you're going to have to start at minimum wage. Yeah. You know, irregardless of your experience or who you are, where you come from, we're not going to pay you, as much money as we pay this older white man.
Now, here's an interesting statement. Vicky's laughing. Frankie says she's been to Gibson's in Chicago.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. She said the best steak I ever had. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's saying a lot.
That's saying a whole lot. And I love steaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vicky's laughing there.
So. But anyway. But that's the thing. Older white men that get jobs at places like this, you better believe they're paying them good money. Else a white man is not going to work for them.
Hey, let me ask you this.
Like he's not going to do it.
To that point, though, and I just bringing it full circle. If this man here worked at a Burger King, would she still marry this old white man?
Black women would still marry white men that work anywhere.
Oh, you think so? I don't know about
that. Let me put it this way. If he's making good money, he's working anywhere. If it's a Burger King or a McDonald's, he's making good money.
Okay.
Then a black woman would marry a white man working anywhere like that as long as he's making good money. Now, if a black man is working at a Burger King or McDonald's, he's making good money, black woman's not going to marry him in most cases.
Most cases?
Most cases, she's not, because you need to do better than Burger King or McDonald's, my man. That's the way they're going to feel. And that's not true love.
I want to know what y'all think about that.
That's not true love. Either you love the guy or you don't. But at the same time, some women would say, hey, what's love got to do with it? It's got a lot to do with it.
Look,
it's everything.
Now it doesn't
know what I mean? Is it McDonald's or is it love?
Or Gibson steaks. But Riddell says, I heard Gibson's and I thought donuts. Yeah, I was thinking
that's what I was thinking too.
When I first
good donuts. Oh.
No, see,
yeah. Big donuts too.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
enough. I'm through with them.
Jet says, I agree with Bob. See, Jet always agree with the controversial stuff. So I know he but I know he agreed 100% what you're saying. And look, it's interesting. Jet says, me too, with the donuts. He thought that was Gibson's donuts. Look, y'all, I ain't giving them no, but y'all already know this is a place everybody knows.
Yeah.
Red Velvet Donuts. I ain't never had one. Until Gibson's Red Velvet Donuts.
Red Velvet.
Incredible.
Are they?
Yes. They got that. You know Red Velvet cake, right?
Yeah.
With that cream, with that cream cheese icing.
Yeah, I can cook a red velvet cake.
But think about this. Think about a red velvet donut with cream cheese icing.
Oh Lord,
make you want to fight your grandfather.
Bing, and they're off. Come on.
Makes you fight. No, you're my father. I say grandfather.
No.
But
anyway.
But from what I heard, I wouldn't want to do that either. So,
no.
Back in the day.
They have good donuts.
Yes.
What's that other place? Dunkin' Donuts?
Oh, Dunkin'. Well, should they even be brought up?
Are they around these days?
Yeah, they're there.
They're still around. That's what they do. Dunkin', they should dunk them.
People go there for coffee more than donuts now.
Yeah, Dunkin's coffee.
I heard they got good coffee.
Yeah, they should dunk their donuts though.
Last time I had them, they should have thrown them away.
What's that other donut place?
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, they still.
Are they still around? Yeah, it show you folks how long I've eaten donuts. Krispy Kreme.
Do y'all still like Krispy Kreme donuts?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just a name.
But else said Dunkin' trash. Yeah,
there you go. Yeah. Dunk it in the trash. Yeah.
Frankie says you have to make reservations weeks in advance for Gibson's in Chicago. Wow.
Oh, Frankie.
Oh, so you out here balling, Frankie.
Frankie is everywhere.
Yeah, balling shotgun.
Wow. Where else can you tell us, Frankie, that's got good steaks? Because I'm in need of a good steak today. I'm in need of a good steak today.
At least, yeah. Vidal says I still like KK.
KK.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme.
Oh,
look now, Now, Vidal, you put one more K. I had to warn you.
Yeah, he was almost there.
You scared us for a minute.
Wow.
I know you one of us.
I thought he left the K out for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, he still like KK. Krispy Kreme. KKK. Ooh. Krispy Kreme covered. I don't know. But anyway.
Man, I tell you.
Yeah. Hey.
I almost want to bring up something else, but I think we got to go now.
We got to go. Yeah. I mean, we got something to bring up, but we'll wait till another time to bring that other time. It's a good one, too.
Yeah.
We should have brought that up first.
Nah, I mean, we wouldn't have got what we got.
Yeah, you're right.
Vidal says, "Nah, man, that ain't what he bet." So he's laughing.
See, what did he say?
Nah, man, with the KK.
Yeah. I know, Vidal. I know. Yeah, Krispy Kreme. What's so crispy about them?
Well, they fine.
What's so creamy about them?
It ain't cool.
Yeah,
they ain't really creamy.
You know, I went to one place, Krispy Kreme, a long time ago in Bartlett.
Mm-hmm.
I went through the drive-thru.
It's relatively new.
It's not relatively new. It's been
there about a year now.
No, it's been there longer than that because it's been there over a year since I know. Krispy Kreme in Bartlett's been there for a while. I would say at least 4 years.
4 years?
Yes.
Y'all let me know.
No, Krispy Kreme in Bartlett's been there for a long time now, at least 4 years.
Man.
Got to be. But I remember going through that drive-thru and getting donuts, man, and man, those people treated me like I was, like they didn't know what I was talking about. Like I said, wait a minute, what's going on with the donut place? I mean,
what way is that? Like they just,
it was
they're just confused by your presence or something?
I guess, I don't know, man. It was like,
what are you doing?
And they gave me some old donuts. They were dried up looking donuts, and I said, hey. Take these donuts back. Give me my money back. Give me money back.
Oh, you gave it back to him?
Yeah, I gave it back to him. I said, who you think you're fooling with? You just throw me some old donuts in here and they all dry and old and, and everything. And, just the box didn't look, the presentation wasn't good. And donuts looked like they've been sitting there all morning and then they throw me. I said, no. Here, take these donuts and give me my money back.
Now it sounded like they were cracked. Now you can tell.
What I did, I opened them up before I drove off.
Oh, you got to.
Yeah, and man, they did not look fresh at all.
Plus, you can feel the box if they're hot.
Yeah, the box was like, it came out.
It was barely
freezer. I mean, what I'm saying? It wasn't warm.
Yeah.
And open them up, man, and they just looked like, something they just, found, in a closet or something. Just took them out, put them in the box. I mean, really, they look terrible. I just stopped. I just told them, hey, give me my money back.
Krispy Kreme is incredible when they're hot, when they melt in your mouth.
Yeah.
But when they're not hot, they're almost worthless.
Yeah. Well, do they still have the hot light on at Krispy Kreme?
Yeah, they got the
some places use a long time ago. I know on
Winchester
Road.
That's the one I remember. They used to be the bomb though.
So,
when I was little, I remember that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they say, hey, if Krispy Kreme it's got fresh donuts, they're gonna have the hot light on. So when they have that hot light on, they ready and they fresh and they hot.
But you can smell it on the road. Like the one in Winchester used to be great.
You used to smell it.
And that was the mall. It was right behind there, right?
Yeah. That was the mall behind it.
Hickory Ridge Mall.
But you used to be able to smell those donuts at the Krispy Kreme when you drove by it on Winchester.
Yes.
You used to smell it.
That little bitty building with that hot light that took up most of that front window.
Yeah. Yeah, you used to be able to smell it.
Mm-mm.
Well,
what's going on?
My computer.
Well, don't spend too much time on it.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Anyway, I can't get back to my screen here. Anyway,
it's cool.
But okay, maybe I'll do it now.
I know he's gonna keep going, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey,
but anyway,
I'll read these last few here. Frankie says, my favorite place to get a steak here is Capitol Grill.
Capitol Grill.
I've seen that place. I think it's
where is that at?
Man, why am I thinking
I've heard
Ridgeway?
I've heard the name Capitol Grill.
Why am I thinking Ridgeway? Am I right?
Maybe I lost in my mind where it was located.
No, Frank. If I'm thinking Ridgeway area, let me know if I'm right. Vidal says glazed best when it's hot. Definitely. Vicky says the butcher shop.
The butcher shop.
I've heard it.
Germantown Parkway?
Yeah, I know the one in Germantown.
Is there another one somewhere?
I think they got a couple.
The butcher shop.
I think there's one in South Haven too.
Is it?
Frankie said Ridgeway and Poplar. That's exactly the one I'm thinking
Ridgeway and Poplar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Capitol Grill.
Capitol Grill. Okay. Ridgeway and Poplar. Okay.
Jet says KK used to be the best, but too rich and sweet for him now.
Yeah.
He says, I guess your donut palate changes with age.
Yeah.
So it seems like Jet's a Gibson's man now.
Gibson. Okay, Jet. Ain't no problem with that, man. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, you know, Gibson's is good donuts. But anyway. Well, I think I'm going to leave it at that today. And I think I'll leave it at that. And folks, thank you for joining us today. Your phone calls, your comments, and all of that good stuff. And hey, it's been a pleasure to be with you today. And we'll be back again another time. And you never know when that'll be. And y'all have a wonderful day this Saturday. And it is 1:09, 9 minutes past the hour, 1 o'clock. And we'll talk to you next time. Next time. Get me a steak.